Hey Grace family, and welcome back to our Midweek check-in. So last Sunday, we began our Advent series for 2025 titled The God Who Provides. And we're going to spend these 4 weeks in the middle of Genesis 22. And last week, we looked at the first couple of verses. And from that, we learned the truth that our God is a God who tests us. And so within that, we had a lot of conversation, but one of our application points was to learn to distinguish between trials or tests and temptations. And kind of the big difference there is that the enemy uses temptations to bring out the worst in us, while God uses trials or tests to bring out the best in us. And so as you've gone throughout your week, or maybe even sitting there in the moment, or maybe it caused you to kind of pause and evaluate, what are some of the harder things going on in my life? Are these from temptations and within, or are they trials from the Lord? What is it? Maybe in the midst of that, it's hard to determine which is which. But what I wanted to do was meet you in the middle of your week and give you your first response, no matter which one it is. So we can have the same response, and that response is found in Proverbs chapter 18 and verse 10. And it says this: "The name of the Lord is a strong tower," and now here's the response, "the righteous man runs into it and is safe." So the truth of the matter is, this can be a pattern for all of life, but certainly in those moments where we're distinguishing, is this a temptation or is this a trial? Either way, we need to run to God in the midst of it. The difference is why we run to God. In our temptations, we run to God to escape something evil, but in trials or tests, we're running to God to embrace something good. But regardless of which one it is, both result in us running to Jesus. So again, in the middle of your week, as you're trying to distinguish between the two, before we even know which one it is, this can be our first response, and we can know that when we run to Him, we are safe. So church, looking ahead to this next Sunday, we're going to be back in Genesis chapter 22. We're kind of going to build off of what we just shared here in the midweek. How do we respond when God tests us? So for that, we're going to be in Genesis 22, 1 through 10. And then between now and then, don't forget to just apply this and live this out. That even through the good and through the bad of life, we can create a pattern of running to Jesus. So no matter if we're facing a temptation or if we're facing a trial, we're at least running in the right direction. So church, have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you Sunday morning at 9 a.m.